Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is episode 4, and I am, as always, Pudge. Um, today, let's talk about a little bit last time. Last episode, we were doing a little bit of caving. We got some iron, some gold, some redstone, found a few diamonds. Still need a few more. We will have to go back down there at some point. I really like that cave actually. It was very nice. Found a ton of emeralds. Still need to find a village to make them useful, but but we have them when we do. Um, so, anyways, this episode. First of all, as you can see, um, I kind of have the outline or the foundation, at least, of my house going. Like I said, and I can't remember if it was the first or second episode. The building I want to start with my main house is going to be kind of a recreation of my house that I grew up in for pretty much my whole life. Well, up to college anyway. Up through high school, I was in the same house. Um, so yeah, so this is kind of the foundation. Kind of got that going. This right here, we actually had a deck out back. I'm gonna probably replace that because that's too dark. The deck was pretty light. But yeah, so this was easy to get. Now it's the guts of the house, and I need to go. I need to get some more things. Mostly it has to do with carpet colors and I guess the walls, the outside of the house. Trying to match up the colors as best I can. So the one thing I did in preparation is I got some wool. Well, I got some sheep for wool anyways. Got a ton of them down there. I didn't even breed those. If you look around, you can see there's a ton more. This whole area was just covered in sheep. So it took me all of 2 minutes to get that many sheep down in that little hole. So once I get the stuff I need to dye everything, I'm gonna um, start doing that. Start getting my carpeting. Probably some of the walls on the inside of the house will need dyed wool. And then yeah, some of the appliances and stuff are gonna need it. But so yeah, we are on a quest today. Since the main color theme in my old house was brown, we need some cocoa beans for the brown carpeting in the house. And also we need some jungle wood because the outside of my house was kind of a jungle wood color. It wasn't light enough for birch and it wasn't dark enough to be the oak. Um, so we are on a quest today to find a jungle. So I think we're gonna go that way. If I remember right, our spawn is that way someplace, and all it was kind of. If you look over there, you can see it's kind of just snow all over that way and swamp. So we're gonna kind of head that away, maybe a little that away. We'll see what we find. So let's start doing that. But yeah, my some of the colors in my house were kind of weird. My parents really never kept it too updated. It wasn't, fancy. I mean, what it would look like in the 80s is what it looked like in the 90s is what it kind of looks like now still. Um, Same old carpet, you know, appliances are a little bit newer in some cases, but not in all. Probably the same toilet in there that's been in there for 20 years. Um, but oh well. So we had some kind of outdated colors. So we actually, the one thing that everyone's going to groan at is we had carpeting in the kitchen. That's right. That's kind of a faux pas nowadays. You can't have carpeting in the kitchen, but there's a very thin brown carpeting in the kitchen, I remember. Remember, my dad still lives in the house, so I've seen it lately. Um, but yeah, so we need that for that carpeting. Like I said, we need the jungle wood for the walls. Um, it, I don't know if I want to do the old roof or what the new roof is, because there's a new roof now, which is asphalt shingles. But there used to be cedar shakes on the top of the house. Um, so I don't know if I want to do like a dark spruce wood for the roof, or if I want to do kind of a lighter cedar type looking wood. And hey, we found a swamp. That is not what we need. Let's keep going over these hills. Um, what else? So yeah, today the day I'm recording is Saturday, um, And next week, for anybody who celebrates it here in the States, or I don't know if they celebrate in other parts of the world, but this coming Thursday is Thanksgiving. Um, so I have next Thursday and Friday off from work because of that. But then I also decided, well, I got a lot of vacation I still need to do before. Look at that. If anything, we found a place where slimes might spawn. Good. Um, but no, as I was saying, I had a bunch of vacation I needed to kill, so I decided to take all of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off next week. So I have 9 days of no work, including today, which is pretty amazing. So, yeah, I will probably be on here doing some stuff. Um, the only problem is my wife has a whole list of things that she wants me to do. Um, so I'm going to be working as well. The main thing is our basement. When I bought the house, our basement had a leak in it, in the foundation. I didn't know it at the time, but it it showed itself. Let's put it that way. We didn't catch it and see it in advance, and all of a sudden we had a wet carpet in the basement. So we ended up getting some drainage tile put in down there. The only thing with that was I needed to tear out a chunk of the wall in order for them to do it. There was one chunk of the wall that was a little, they couldn't quite get under, so yeah, I had to tear it out. So right now there's kind of a gaping hole in the wall, and I need to redo the drywall, which I've already taken measurements for. We got to take a trip to the Home Depot or Menards or Bed Bath and Beyond if we have enough time. And yeah, we need to. Let me grab these reeds. We need to get the drywall. I need to get some more wooding for a frame, and so on and so forth. So that's going to be my big project for the weekend. After that, we're redoing all the carpeting in the basement. We're going to have somebody else do that, but I can patch up and build a wall. That's no problem. There's no electrical outlets or anything like that I have to contend with, so we should be okay there. Well, I found wood, just not the wood I need. Ooh. Apparently all these leaves coming in is causing a lag. Alright, let's see if we can get a little higher ground, see if we can get something to load in. Then find us a jungle. We just need a jungle. And we might not find it this episode. I might have to end up... It's going to be kind of a boring episode if we don't. But there's a huge tree. Should probably make note of where this is, because I might need it at some point. Alright, so... Yeah, this is a huge little forest area here. So yeah, that's going to be my big project for this weekend. Otherwise, my dad is coming down to celebrate Thanksgiving with us, so he's coming down either on Tuesday or Wednesday. He hasn't really decided yet. He's pseudo-retired right now, and I say pseudo because he's not really collecting all of his retirement stuff that he could at the moment. So he's got a lot of stuff saved up, and he could probably survive off of that for a few years. So he's just gonna kind of do that and wait on collecting all the Social Security and all that kind of stuff, because he can collect way more money. Yay, a village! We might get some taters and some carrots. But no, so yeah, he can collect way more money if the older he is when he starts collecting. So, no, it's just the forest. All right, what do we got? These are potatoes? Yes, they are. All right, is that jungle? I think that's jungle. We might have just gotten lucky. Found a village and a jungle all at the same time. Very nice. Well, before we start going crazy here and collecting stuff, it's actually going to be night soon. So, I should have brought a bed, darn it. I didn't do that. What do we got in here? There's usually a chest in here nowadays. What do we got? some iron, apples, and some boots. I got boots. Those are fine. Alright, let's go back out here. You can always use those. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to go anywhere, but I think I'm going to end the episode here, since it's nighttime. Go in here and chill out, wait for the night to pass. I'll probably actually just kind of dink around town here for a little bit, maybe harvest some of the stuff on the farms and whatnot, and yeah, and then next episode we'll look through some of these guys and see. Chicken for an emerald, very nice. See what they got, and then we will go to that jungle, get us some cocoa beans and some wood, and then we will start building that house up a little bit better. But that'll do it for this time around. I will see you guys all next time, and hopefully you have a great weekend. See ya. Bye.